Hey, Black Girl Tech here. Today we're going to talk about securing the bag. Let's talk about the money. You've gotten a job offer, you're excited because you negotiated the hell out of your salary. But what about the rest of it? A lot of times what we don't talk about are the additional items that come in our compensation package. So that includes your bonus, stock options, and health insurance, life insurance, and a range of other things. So today we're going to focus on stock options and bonus. Starting with bonus. As a developer or engineer, your bonus can range anywhere from 5% to 25%. Now you may be thinking, who's making a 25% bonus at that high salary? Leadership, tech leadership. So if you're like a tech lead or an engineering manager or a director of engineering or an architect, your bonus is probably going to be pretty high and in the double digits. That money sounds real good, right? It's not a flat rate like it sounds. And you really don't find out until you get into the position that your bonus percentage and its value are really going to be calculated via a formula that's going to be dependent on how well the company did for the fiscal year and your performance reviews. That's right, they use a scoring mechanism for your performance for the quarter or the year and use it as a multiplier to determine how much of your bonus you're going to get. So if you have a bonus that's 10%, and say you score 50% on your performance review, as a multiplier, that's going to bring your bonus down to 5%. But that's not all. That 5% is then going to be multiplied by a KPI that determined by how well the company did in its earnings. You may be thinking you're getting 10% of your bonus, but you actually end up maybe getting somewhere only about 60 or 70% of the 10% of your bonus based on that formula. It's kind of weird, right? On the bright side, if the company does very well and you do very well in your performance, you should get 100% of your bonus. Everyone has an incentive to make sure that the company does very, very well. Let's talk about those stock options because this is a very, very important part. Let me tell you a little story. I've had a range of jobs in where I've been offered stock options. However, I never really quite paid attention to their value or even how many I got. It was kind of like, okay, yay, you got the job. This is how much we're paying you and we're giving you 800 stock options. I'm like, all right, cool. I would take my offer letter, file it away, and never think about it again. Because I knew that in order to exercise those options, I would have to pay the market value of those options at the time that they were granted to me in order to take advantage of the full value of the stock options at the current market value rate and valuation of the company. Thinking that, oh, I can't pay that upfront fee in order to exercise those options. I just kind of put it out of my head and ignored it. Well, lo and behold, a few years ago, I actually started working for a startup and I had a really good salary. They offered me 9,000 stock options. I said, oh, pretty cool. Once again, didn't really pay it any mind. I took my offer letter and filed it away. Fast forward 3 years, my startup is getting acquired by a larger company, a much larger company. And that larger company's stock on the market was worth $35 a share. So something clicked in my mind one day. I said, let me go pull out my offer letter and see how many stock options I got, because at this point I had totally forgotten. So when I looked at my offer letter, my eyes nearly rolled out my socket because that was a lot of money if you did the math. And I was able to cash those stock options in at the current market value price of the company that acquired us. So pay very close attention to the company that you're going to work for, if they have the capability to be purchased by a larger company. Research and understand what their exit strategy is to be able to get a roundabout idea of how much those stock options could be worth to you. It just may change your life. That's my take today on securing the bag when you're working in tech. There's a bunch more topics that we can get into, but I'll save that for another day. If you like what I've talked about today, just do me a favor, click the like button below, leave me a comment, or even subscribe to my channel. This is Black Girl Tech, and I'll see you guys later.